Hey, thanks for the video. Does this allow me to unlock all emotes? Why is it without a
Because
sound when I
is there a way for the emotes
how
to
do
be
I
unlocked?
use How do you use the emote wheel?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Hey everyone, I got a lot of questions in my last tutorial, so I thought I'd make an updated one where I answer some questions and even go more in depth over some of the settings I glossed over inside the Too Many Emotes mod. So here we have the 3 emotes we're going to be going over. This Bepinex pack mod is really just a framework for modding, and it's what the Too Many Emotes mod is built on. It should come with the Too Many Emotes mod when you get it, so you don't really have to worry about it. But this last mod, the Lethal Input mod, basically, it just allows you to have more control over your keybinds, and not just for the main game, but also some modded keybinds. So as soon as you launch into Lethal Company, if you just go into settings and go into change keybinds, you'll see this brand new overlay. Here are the regular keybinds, and if you just go over the Too Many Emotes slot, you can change how you open up your emote menu. So for those of you who are having trouble with that, you can set it to whatever is easiest for you. Okay, but just like last time, in order to go into the settings of Too Many Emotes, you want to go to Edit Config, and you want to find the file that says Too Many Emotes, and just open Edit Config. If you don't see this folder, just open it, and then the folder should pop up here. But once you're inside, this is where you should see. Let's start with accessibility. All that's in this page is really cosmetic stuff. You just see a bunch of hex codes for the emote names. Basically, this stuff on the side here, this is what it's referring to. So if you want to change the color for whatever reason, feel free. It's kind of not necessary though, so let's move on. Next we have emote audio, and the first setting is disable boombox requirement. If this is set to false, then you'll be able to hear the emotes when inside the ship or near a boombox. So notice if you get too far away from the ship, the sound will just cut off, and the same thing happened with a boombox. I recommend setting this to true in order to have emote sounds everywhere without the need of carrying a boombox. So if you can't hear any emotes, check the setting here and make sure it's set to true. Next is audio on the ship speaker, which is irrelevant because we already have the previous setting on true. Next is the base emote audio, which can also be modified using this scale on the side of the emote wheel. And then lastly, there's a bunch of smaller settings with like max volumes and the increase in volume with multiple players emoting. These pretty much can be left the same. You can play with them if you want, but I think they're already fine. All the settings in the Emote Radial menu tab can be left the same as well. The only one of importance is really the open menu keybind, but if you use Lethal Input like I recommended earlier, then it can already be taken care of in-game. Now this next tab has the most important setting of all, the one that unlocks all the emotes at the start of the game. Set this to true for the overall best experience with the Too Many Emotes mod. Some people got confused about this host only tag. It just means it is a setting that only the host needs to change in order to affect the lobby. As long as all the players have the Too Many Emotes mod, only the host needs to change this setting, and all players will have unlocked all the emotes. All the next settings afterwards that deal with the things like the rarity and the price of the emotes in the store can be ignored. Since we already unlocked them all, it's just irrelevant. Lastly, there are also some settings inside the emote menu when you're playing the game. On the side of the menu, all the emotes are split into 5 categories, but rather than shifting through all 200 emotes just to find your favorites, what you can do is you can click on the emote with your scroll wheel and it'll be added to its own separate favorites. When emoting, you can also hold the left Alt key and you'll be able to rotate your camera just by moving your mouse, and you can even zoom in and out with the scroll wheel. Also, when you let go, your character will instantly flip towards whatever direction you're facing. There's also a mute audio and an emote only checkbox that, as far as I can tell, they both do like the same thing and just mute the audio. I don't know why there's 2. Next, you can go in first person, which just allows another funny point of view of all the emotes. Moving while emoting is a setting I recommend as it just makes the game like way better. The MCA free mode helps out if you're a content creator as it removes copyrighted music from the emotes and sometimes even finds copyright free versions to fill in instead. A couple last things to mention is how this mod affects the gameplay. Now although your character model seems to be moving a lot, it doesn't change your actual hitbox. You can still be hit by anything. Now as far as I can tell, the sounds from emotes don't seem to alert the monsters. Or maybe they just really like Katy Perry, I don't know. They don't seem to like Gangnam Style though. That was it for my tutorial. Hopefully it helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like it, comment down any other questions you might have. I'll be happy to help. Also subscribe, and if you like Lethal Company videos, I have a couple on my channel. Feel free to check them out. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.